To the gods, the goddesses of planet Kai. Peace meaning positive energy, always creates elevation. Peace to the high vibrational human beings within the university, and peace to the ancestors for working through me. We are back with another deep divine download. If you drink, pull that thing up. If you smoke, roll that thing up. You know, we do not discriminate within the university. The University of Cosmic Intelligence is open to all. This is a spiritual and philosophical institution that exists within you, the listener. It has no physical venue. You have complete free will to believe everything that is being told to you, or you have the free will to write it off as a conspiracy theory or a hoax or whatever. However you want to take it, that is not my job to make sure that you take it the correct way. I have strictly been sent back to enlighten you, to expound upon the esoteric teachings and the secrets of our planet, of the people and the beings living within the planet, and of the history of the cosmos. With that being said, we don't discriminate, once again. So I don't care if you black, white, green, pink, tall, short, skinny, fat, gay, straight, Muslim, Christian, Catholic, non-denominational, blood, crip, GD, BD, gangbanger, college student, young, elderly. It really don't matter. You know, we keep it real over rich in here. The doors are open to anybody that is seeking, anybody that's on their spiritual journey. Once again, the number one rule of the cosmos is free will. And I am a spiritual guru. And a true spiritual guru will never infringe upon your free will. That's a fact. Ashe. With that being said, it's a blessing to be able to talk to you all and expound upon this subject of what's going on with these orcas on this planet right now, in the animal kingdom in general. You may or may not be aware of these things. But like I say, I miss you all out there. I hope everybody's keeping their vibration high. There's a lot going on. We are in a spiritual war, so I will continue to reiterate that every time I'm allowed to speak with you. This is a blessing. I know a lot of people want to see me live for entertainment value, but I really love the fact that when I talk to my wife, my team, my mom, and my family members, and they let me know what's going on out there, and the individuals that's tuning into these audio lectures. I mean, that just shows that you're serious about the message. A lot of people wasn't, so of course they rather see me live, and I get it, but you don't need to see me live to get the message, because the message isn't based upon my physical physique. The message isn't based around my physical avatar. The message comes from the spirit and the soul and the mind, that which I am. I know there's a lot of distractions going on right now, but I just want you all to stay focused. And with that being said, before we roll into this deep divine download, it's imperative that we open it up with the right spiritual energy. So with that being said, I'd like to send the deepest of insight to those in the university, those 65 and older, the elders within the university. I appreciate you for spreading this information to your kids, to your grandkids, for not allowing your ego to lead you and not saying, okay, well, here is this young black male or this young god he's younger than me, so I'm not going to listen to anything he has to say. I mean, those in the university that's 65 or older that's still able to sit and listen to somebody 30, 40 years younger than them, even though we know age and time isn't real, within the matrix, we understand that this was a spell created by the Octorian race, a fallen extraterrestrial race that sided with Zeus, a.k.a. Satan. So for the elders that are able to sit here and allow me to help guide you and enlighten you, with this university has been open on this plane, on this physical plane, 5 man-made years now. We're coming up on our 5-year anniversary, right? So I just want to say thank you to all the elders within the university, to all my peers, those in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and even 60s, up to 65. Those are my peers. I appreciate you. I'm sending you the deepest of insight so that you can see this for yourself. This is a spiritual journey. We're all at different places on our journey. So as a spiritual guru, as a spiritual guide, you have summoned me, you have chosen me. There are many teachers. I'm one of many teachers. So, of course, this information that I bring and that I, speak upon isn't for everybody. I'm not for everybody. So it's imperative that we don't compare each other. We just accept each teacher for who they are genuinely, and just be. So I appreciate my peers, because we are the bridge between the so-called youth and quote-unquote elderly. When you think about time being a stutter, it's technically no youth or no elderly, because we are all one. We exist beyond time. We are not the flesh. We are the spirit and soul within the flesh. I repeat, we are not the flesh. We are the spirit and soul within the flesh. And never forget that. Understand what you are at the core. Do not get lost in the illusion. Do not allow the light. Do not allow Lucifer, the angel of light, to blind you with what you see once the light reflects off it. Because every physical image you see, this is quantum physics 101, it's just an illusion. You're not seeing things as they are. You are seeing symbols of what the light reflects upon. And that light is being emitted from Lucifer, the angel of light. This is what Light Code Lockdown is about. But with that being said, I'll keep going. And last but not least, definitely, I want to send the deepest of insight to all the blue crystal babies. Those in the university, 19, 18, and under. I appreciate you all for sharing the message via Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and just really pushing the message as hard as you can push it. Please continue to do that. And I appreciate those who have signed up for this website, and continue to go to the website and listen to the information. We are also releasing some of the information via YouTube just to get it out to as many souls and spirits as possible. So I ask you all to bear with me. But with that being said, welcome to the University of Cosmic Intelligence. I'm your host for the evening, Professor Divine Insight. The doors are now officially open. So right now, today, I want to talk to you all about something that's been going on the planet. I was made aware of this way back in actually 2023, when I was in Barrow County. You know, they let us get newspapers in there. It's about the Orca attacks. And based upon what I've been encountering when I meditate, and, based upon conversations of, people in here talk. So, they talk to their family out there, and it's actually been more prevalent. These orcas have been attacking a lot of sailors, a lot of boats, a lot of ships. And they don't really understand truly why the orcas are attacking these ships and actually killing people. So for those who don't know what an orca is, I would think that everybody knows what an orca is, but you have to understand this university is open from 8 to 80, right? So you have people in here of all age groups, all nationalities, all religious beliefs, all social statuses, all sexual preferences, and things of that nature, or however you may have it, or however you may put it. But an orca is a killer whale, all right? The killer whales became famous with the world when Free Willy hit. So just to give you an idea of who the orca, or what an orca is. But so I'll say killer whales now that we know what the orca is. So these killer whales have been attacking a lot of ships. And, the way they putting it out there in the media, they're like, hey, we don't know what's going on. This is unnatural. We don't know why these killer whales, these orcas, are all of a sudden attacking these sailors. They're sinking boats and sinking ships. That's not like them. Well, the truth is that's bullshit. You have two type of human beings. You have the human beings that walk amongst the surface. Those are those that we see every day. A lot of them are in the same boat we in. They've been lied to, miseducated, and programmed to believe in the lies that have been created by Zeus, or AKA Satan, and his fallen angels. Is the same way we have. So a lot of individuals don't understand what's really going on. But you have to remember, we are in a spiritual war. These beings, Zeus and the fallen angels, along with the human beings he created, the tribes he created, the evil ones, when they came here, they knocked our planet out of balance. They disrupted the equilibrium of planet Kai. So when they took over the planet, they renamed it Planet Earth, right? And in doing so, they also reversed the poles, causing our planet to fall in frequency. So when they caused our planet to fall in frequency, a lot of your information that we already understood anciently that sat in our soul was erased from us. It was then hidden within our soul. Okay, so when they came here, these fallen angels, along with Zeus, aka Satan, and the fallen gods, they had help. They had help from these fallen extraterrestrial races. Okay, I'm not going to name every extraterrestrial race, but some of them that are more famous are the Alpha Draconian Reptilians and the Pleiadians, right? These are two of the main races that participated in this cosmic war that took place right here on this planet. So after so many man-made years of going to war with us, using magic and things like that against us, they eventually was able to subdue the planet from us. And a lot of that had to do with the way that they programmed us, the way they poisoned the air, the water, and the land. So anciently we understood that the orcas, along with the animal kingdom, was one with us. All right? We are our people, but unbeknownst to most, the animals are our people, like we are our people. The plants are our people, like we are our people. The minerals are our people, like we are our people. The metals, crystals, and on, right? We can talk about this, but a lot of people still aren't able to fully digest it, because you still walking outside and you don't speak to the plants. You don't sing to the plants. You don't sit and listen to the plants. Fuck talking to them. Sit next to them and listen. Allow them to talk to you, right? Allow the animals to talk to you, right? We don't understand that we are literally everything. So they didn't just destroy us. They destroyed the animal kingdom. They didn't just reprogram us with the nanobot technology that they injected into us. They also reprogrammed the animals, injected nanobots into them. They did the same thing with every kingdom, including the plants.
You have 1 minute left.
Including the plants. So all that did was lead to us forgetting the connection we had to nature. And in forgetting that connection, we forgot that every animal has a spirit and a soul. We are spirits and souls. Some of us come back here as gods and human beings in physical form like this. Some of us come back and animate the animal form. Some of us reincarnate in the plant form. Some of us reincarnate in the mineral form. Okay? This is the esoteric fact. So some of these animals you see is actually your cousins and your aunties from past life. Some of these plants you see was your husband in your past life. You wonder why you love that rose. Because that specific rose was your husband in your past life, or your wife, or your mom, or your brother. And your soul recognizes it. And the soul of that rose recognizes you. You're just in a different form in this lifetime. Right?
Thank you for using.
So, we have forgotten our true connection to nature. And a big part of it is because we still, right, look at nature as separate from us. All this information that has been being revealed since the Aquarius age hit in 2020, we're only 5 man-made years into this thing. We're at the very beginning of this awakening. We're going through a spiritual awakening. The planet is going through a spiritual renaissance. So this is why I say we can hear all this information coming out, but are you digesting it? Are you actually out there practicing on working with the elements, practicing on communicating with the animals and the different kingdoms that exist? Have you been able to fully digest it? You are not flesh. It's hard to do that when you're looking into these mirrors, which is another reason they created these mirrors, right? More trickery, more technology created by Satan and his fallen kingdom. So these killer whales are part of the animal kingdom, but they're not a part of the animal kingdom. Why? Because what are killer whales? Killer whales belong to the whale family, along with the dolphins and manatees and mermaids and mermen. And together these beings belong to an actual extraterrestrial race called the Nomos, right? And I've spoken on the Nomos in past lectures, but let's just be real. I'm going to have to keep diving and tackling all these subjects. And that's what I understand sitting here. Like, I can't just give a lecture about one subject once and then think that everybody grasped it. Because sometimes, like, to be real with y'all, to keep it real over with y'all, sometimes I'll talk about a subject and then I don't want to go back to it because I'll be like, hey, I've already spoken about that. But what the ancestors have been showing me is, no, you are a grandmaster teacher. What school or what university do you know that just teaches a curriculum once? No, they teach that curriculum over and over again for years. For example, My first grade teacher, if I was to go back to my elementary school, the same exact information that my first grade teacher was teaching me over 20-something years ago when I was in first grade, she's still teaching that curriculum today. You get what I'm saying? That's how you teach, because individuals not just gonna grab it one time and it's just stuck to them. We are trying to reprogram. The brain is a computer. The brain is the CPU of the body, the central processing unit. If you know anything about computers, the central processing unit of the computer is what stores all the information. Without the central processing unit of the computer being programmed the correct way, you can't get none of this AI technology. You can't turn on your social media. You can't get on your Instagram accounts and your YouTube and watch videos. When you get on YouTube and you search something, that search engine has been programmed to show you whatever you're searching. Do you know why you are seeing whatever you're searching? Because the search engine has a brain. But in computer terminology, it's not called the brain, it's called a CPU, central processing unit. So if you can understand that that's how we created the computer, and we made it a reflection of the brain, a replica of our actual brains. So your brain is also the CPU of your body. Okay, so these beings who stole our planet, this is why they reprogrammed the brain. The brain has nothing to do with the mind, the spirit, or the soul. That's the real you. That's your consciousness, right? That's your consciousness. The brain is a physical thing. It's a physical thing. It's a physical organ that can be touched. They can't touch your soul. They can't touch your spirit. They can't touch your mind. So this is why when they took over our planet, by using our ancient technology against us, blowing up our ancient pyramids, cutting down our trees, pushing our second sun out the galaxy, attacking the air, attacking the water, attacking the land, attacking the plants, the animals, attacking us. That's a part of reprogramming us. That's why they got the hospitals. They inject us with the nanobot technology. These nanobots then goes inside our brain and reprograms it and disconnects it and hacks it. It basically hacks the brain. So by a lot of our brains being hacked, this is why it's so hard for us to get on our spiritual journey. This is why it's so hard for so many of us to open up our third eye. Right? This is why you still see goddesses shaking their ass. I'm pretty sure out there, they still out there shaking their ass all over Instagram. Right? I'm pretty sure you see a lot of our gods still out there participating in violence, even though it's coming to an end. This is why, though. This is why you have Caucasians that are racist. A lot of Caucasians are not racist because they want to be. A lot of them was programmed like this as children because their parents put it in them. And their parents put it in them because their parents put it in them when they was kids. So we have to get past this illusion of division and understand unity. Okay, so a lot of things I'm telling you in this university, I'm basically helping to reprogram your brain, to reset it, to get you to exit the matrix and enter reality. Right? That's why the ancient saying for this university is exit Earth into reality. Because when you come in here, you exit in Earth, and then you're going to enter reality. Right? Once again, I am Morpheus, and all of you are Neo. I'm here to give you these red pills or these blue pills, whichever one you want. It's up to you. But I say all that to say, this is why a lot of individuals don't understand that these whales are nomos. They are an extraterrestrial race. Elephants too, but I'll expound on that in a separate lecture. We talk about the nomos right now. We're talking about the orcas. So, since these beings have invaded our planet, we're talking about Satan and the fallen, those that were cast out the heavens, the same individuals who they speak to you about in Christianity, in Catholicism, in Islam, Buddhism, Judaism, all throughout every religion, all throughout every ancient civilization speaks about this war that broke out between the gods. No matter where you go, no matter what, I'm a historian, so I go also and study these other stories that are given about these civilizations, and they all have the same creation story with this war that broke out between the gods. So that war plays a role in why these nomos are here. Remember, their planet got blew up when the war kicked off. The fallen angels try to take over the heavens, but what they don't tell you about is how many planets they destroyed while doing that. how many cosmic planes they disrupted while doing that. The last place they went to was the heavens, and then at the heavens they would stop. Had they took over the heavens, the next spot they would have tried to take over was Sirius X, which is headquarters, the home of the Anunnaki gods, the home of Source, the home of the mothers of creation, but they were stopped before they can get there by Archangel Michael and the rest of the angelic realm. But the Nomos got caught up in that initial raid and lost their planet. So we promised them life. We promised them a second home on this planet. So when they came here, we gave them, because they come from a water planet, we gave them a home here on this planet along with us. They also serve as protectors and watchers over us. This is why their memories are so strong. Whales and dolphins are the only ones that attack sharks. A lot of people don't know that. Or they might know that, but do you know why? Sharks are not natural animals. They are man-made animals, which is why they swim through the waters, killing and eating everything, because that's what they were created to do. They're not natural. Sharks didn't always exist. And the Nomos, the orcas and killer whales and dolphins are the protectors of the waters. This is why they attack sharks. So you have to think, since our planet fell in frequency, you have a lot of these Caucasians, these human beings, and not just Caucasians, because there are black people involved in this that have hunted these whales down for oil, spearfishing, game, right? And not just the whales, all of the animal kingdom. And with the orcas being protectors of the animal kingdom, they were just waiting to be unleashed. So we hit 2020, the Kundalini energy is rising on the planet. Everything is returning to nature. Everything is going back to a warm state, because positive energy is warm. Cool energy is negative. The colder it is, the more negative it is. The warmer it is, the more positive it is. Right? So the Nomos are being activated. Y'all been killing all these animals, hunting them down. Just like y'all been hunting down us in the physical forms, in these godly forms. And even in human forms, you have good humans who stood by our side. You have environmentalists who try to protect the environment. You have animal activists who try to save the animals. They get attacked too. So basically, what has happened is spiritual war. The planet is awakening, and now she's protecting herself. Planet Kai is activating her protectors. Some of those protectors are these whales. So that's the true reason why they are attacking these ships, because it's like, hold on, like I told you 5 years ago, nature will be rising against those who have destroyed this planet, who have been parasites to the planet, who have been killing these animals for no reason, who are filled with negative energy. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going on the planet right now. So you're starting to see these more attacks by these orcas, and they like confused. But those who run the planet from underground cities are not confused. They know, oh shit, nature is starting to fight back against us. It's not going to be anymore. We're going down to the jungle poaching and killing these lions and tigers and bears and hunting the alligators for crocodile shoes and killing the snakes for snake skin shoes and killing the whales for oil and flubber and gaming just to do it, just to take a picture and put them on the wall. That's over with. Now we rise. Nature will fight for you. Nature will fight for us. The weather will fight for us. The elements themselves, everything is alive, and everything has felt the effects of this spiritual war that was kicked off by Satan and the fallen kingdom. And they know who to attack. Just like when these tornadoes come through. These tornadoes, you ever seen how the tornadoes, they have a brain, a mind, you can't tell. Tornado come through, hit this house, that house, skip 3-4 other houses, hit this house, you be damn, hold on, it's 5 houses lined up, the tornado hit this house, skip them 3 houses that was right next to the house they hit, and then hit another 2 houses, like, because the tornado know where to go. Same thing with these whales, these orcas, these killer whales. They know you, they know what spirit is in you. Now, y'all ain't finna get on these ships and be just bringing all this war technology across the water. Y'all done killed all these animals, and now y'all got them as clothes. Because you have to remember something. How do all the clothes get over here? Over the water. Most of it comes over the water. Most of the weaponry is transported over the water. They all under the water, tampering with all type of things in nature. Y'all not gonna be steady throwing these lines, fishing. What you fishing? You not supposed to be eating us. Y'all had y'all time to do that. Okay, so now we're gonna attack you back. So these orcas been killer whales been sinking ships since 2023. All 23, all 24. And they have great memory, so you can't get away from them. It's like the Moby Dick story back in the day when the guy was trying to hunt Moby Dick down, the sperm whale, and then that sperm whale followed them all around the world till he got his revenge. Yes, whales are not. Animals themselves are intelligent because they have spirits and souls. Let's not act like they not. When have you ever tried to kill something that ain't run from you? That lets you know it has intelligence. All these animals, from the animals to the birds to the insects, they have family, they have wives, husbands, boyfriends, they mate, they know how to mate, they know how to have sex, they know how to feed, they know how to hunt, they know when to sleep, when to rest. They have defense mechanisms. If you try to bother them, they know how to run away. They're very intelligent. Don't believe what they telling you about these animals. Okay, now that's the regular animals here. But when you have an advanced extraterrestrial race here, like the Nomos, who are disguising themselves as dolphins and whales and manatees, you see what I'm saying? They're even more advanced. So they know exactly who to go after. They know exactly what's going on. And that's just starting with the whales. When you see nature rising up, you know it's in game. You see, we don't need a physical war. It's a spiritual war. We moving on the frequency of divine love and peace. So anything that's not moving on that frequency will naturally be eradicated. Everything vibrating low will be eradicated, like I've always taught you. But it's not going to take a physical war with no guns, no bullets. That's low vibrational. Divine love will always cast out hate. And then you have protectors in the spirit job. You have protectors in both worlds, and this is their job. You have protectors in the spiritual realm. You have protectors in the physical realm. These nomos are here to protect the waters. And there's more than that in the water that's here to protect the waters. Because they have waged war with us on water, land, and air. Open your third eye. Look around you. I told you, ain't no more nature on the planet. Ain't no rainforests. They cut all the mountains, all the trees down. Ain't no more trees. You're living in a tree cemetery. We got 30 millimeter bushes they told you was trees, and then the other trees, they didn't plant it themselves. These are clone trees. Man-made trees. Synthetic trees. That's how they built these cities. Our cities was way more advanced than the cities you see today. And you have to remind yourself, before them buildings got right there, that was trees and beautiful, huge mushrooms and land. And see, we didn't have any pavement. We didn't have any of that. So, yes, the karmic debt must be repaid. And you're just seeing it with the orcas. Wait till we get into 2025 and 2026 and 2027. As we keep going, you're going to see it hit the land. You're going to see the lions and the tigers and the bears and the bees and everything fighting back. You're going to see the birds fighting back. You're going to see more of these portals opening. Think it's a game? This is not a game. This is going on in real life time. We are the last generation. We are the last generation, Cosmic Family. But see, they got you distracted out there. Presidential race, stocks and bonds, sports. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to be able to tune into those things and still stay fully tapped into the spiritual realm, unless you're an advanced being. But when you are a spiritual infant, as most of the individuals on the planet is right now, because so many have been asleep for so long. Because I told you, every time they make you reincarnate, those who are forced to reincarnate, who are having their souls recycle here over and over again, they bleach the soul of its memories. So it's like hitting the reset button. It's like it's like respawning on Call of Duty. You can have all them guns you collected, all them points, and then you get killed. What happened? You respawn. So you start over again. You ain't got no guns. You ain't got no nothing. You got to get it all back again, right? So it's the same thing when you reincarnate, unless you volunteer to come back here like I did and many others did. But there's more souls here that have been being recycled, have been stuck under this light code lock, and have been enslaved on this planet. Why? So these beings can feed off your frequency, feed off your life force, your ashe, your chi, your prana. But there's all type of life in the water, cosmic family. A lot of it they don't want you to know about. And I'll tell you what, like they making movies about the megalodon, these giant sharks, they get way bigger than that, the deeper you go. The orcas you see, the killer whales you see, the little babies. Underneath this, you get deeper to the bottom of the ocean, they get bigger and bigger. This is Atlantis. Most of it is underwater. The part that we are on, this is the part that's like we on like an island, right? This is what we call the land. This is why the planet is over 80% water, right? Because most of Atlantis is underwater. This is why they say Atlantis sucks. And they renamed it Earth. The little bit that's left renamed Earth. Like, no, this is Atlantis still. And yes, majority of Atlantis is underwater.
You have 1 minute left.
And as we continue to move through this spiritual awakening, as the Kundalini energy continues to rise, all will be revealed. All will be revealed. There's no way around that. You can't stop that. You can't beat it. You can only sit back and be a witness. And now they don't know what to do. Now they scared to go in the water now. It's all fun and games. The rabbit get the gun. You see what I'm saying? They just been riding. They submarines, fishing, do what they want to do all these years. Now they get nervous. The animals are attacking them now. That's not a good feeling when the animals start hunting you. When the hunter becomes the hunted. Stay your ass out the water then. Stop fucking with shit.
Thank you for using...
Yeah, so stay your ass out the water, man. You know, you going in the water with negative intentions. They in the water hunting them anyway. So now motherfucker want to feel away once the whales start hunting their ass back. But your ass shouldn't be in the water fucking with shit, though. Ain't like you just trying to pass through the water. Y'all in the water fishing. Hunting them. Killing their babies. Killing all type of wildlife in that's in the water. Because you have to understand these beings have no soul. So they do not have empathy for anything. You need a soul to empathize. I repeat, you must have a soul to empathize. We are ubiquitous beings. We everywhere. So we are the fish. We are the whales. We exist everywhere. We the extraterrestrial races. We all that. We just jump in and out of different bodies. Spirit, soul, mind. Cosmic light bodies. Energy. It don't die. It dissipates. This is basic science 101. So until they learn to respect nature, they will feel the forces of nature now. See what I'm saying? So you got all these Orca attacks going on. And they know it's unnatural. They not used to seeing that. And they not trying to talk about it like that. Because they don't want y'all getting panicked. Like, well, yeah, hold on. Why is these whales acting like this? Fuck around and niggas to catch ass, you be on the wrong cruise, because they know who they want. But they must make it look like they have everything under control at all times. But then they still gonna panic a little bit, because it's not natural. And if they worry about the water, wait till they see what's coming in the air. Wait till they see what's coming on the land with these animals. We the least of their worries. Rashad Jamal is the least of their worries. You can incarcerate me for some shit I didn't do because you thinking you ought to slow down the message. All you doing is making the ancestors and the planet war harder against you. For every second that I am silenced, not silenced, but for every second that I am sitting here with their intent being to silence me, the ancestors will activate another god or goddess or even their own kind to speak out and speak truth. This is why you see so many people spreading information now. Because I got it to give, but if y'all gonna think y'all gonna sit him down and get him, no, we gonna turn it up and we're gonna activate more. We're gonna activate more spirits and souls. This vibration is rising. Peace is amongst you now. Divine love is amongst you now. You see everybody starting to slow down on the violence in Chicago, Detroit, LA. People coming together. Little by little. Pay attention. A whole lot didn't change since 2020 once this Aquarius age hit. This is the age of information. Spiritual renaissance. The Great Awakening. Everything returns back to its nature. Our natural state where the planet was hot all the time. No winter time. Where we didn't have no wars. Everything is here in abundance. We wasn't warring. We wasn't robbing. We wasn't killing each other. Those are moral lies. There was no rape. There was no pedophilia. There was no drugs being sold. There was no wars. None of that was taking place. That's what we're going back to. And a lot of your Caucasians that was racist, even they starting to wake up and see, wait, hold on. There's something bigger going on because y'all treat us like shit too. We see y'all treat the niggers like shit, but goddamn it, why am I paying taxes too if we took the fucking land from them? See what I'm saying? Now they questioning shit. But of course, you have a lot of clones and Mach 5 synthetic robots and they falling are fighting harder, so they're attacking more people more. It's a war. It's why you must protect yourself through meditation and prayer and being vigilant, going within yourself. Connecting back with the forces of nature, connecting back with the angelic realms, connecting back with the titans and the extraterrestrial families. They are waiting to speak with you. But I've told y'all 5 years ago, for those who've been rocking with this university since the Facebook days, nature is going to start fighting back against those who oppress us, and it's not going to be nothing they can do then. Nothing will stop the rise of the Kundalini energy. Nothing will stop us from returning back to our highest state because it is time now. Ain't going to be no more hatred. That energy is over with. Satan, a.k.a. Zeus, only had 500 years. His time is up. His time ended in 2012. But they set time back 8 years. 2012 technically. So 2020 was technically 2012. So that's why the Mayan calendar said that the world would end in 2012, and then 2012 came, and motherfuckers was like, well, ain't nothing happened. No, 2012 was actually supposed to be 2020 because they set time back 8 years when they created the Gregorian calendar. All right? So 2012 plus 8 is what? 2020. So welcome into the Aquarius age, where all is being revealed. The veil is being removed. And we are returning back to one love, one unity, which is the truth. Anything outside of unity is a lie. So these killer whales, these orcas are protectors that have been activated. And they can shapeshift. They can come on the land too. They don't just swim in the water. They can come on the land too, but they'll find that out in due time as well. Or they think that once they realize they can't just do what they want to do in the water no more, motherfuckers think they're gonna be okay. Well, we just ain't gonna go in the water like that. We gonna stay on the land. No, they gonna come on the land and get your ass too. The reptilians aren't the only ones who know how to shapeshift. We all can shapeshift if you remember the esoteric secret to doing it. So with that being said, this has been the Esoteric Download on the Orca attacks in 2024. Stay locked in meditation. Keep your vibrations high. Continue to work on yourself. It starts with the shadow work. Put the work in. Don't just watch these videos. Don't just listen to me. Don't just listen to these other content creators. You have to put the work in, or you will be body snatched by these fallen angels. You got to pick a side. Ain't no in between. Either you're going to ride with the forces of righteousness, which is the gods, or you're going to ride with the forces of negative energy, which is Satan and his kingdom. We promote divine love and peace. Satan stands and promotes hatred and fear. Hatred and division. Pick a side, or a side will pick you. No, I'm 10 toes on the front line. I'm a child of Almighty God. I'm a child of the ancestors. And with that being said, I leave as I come, in divine love and perfect peace. Ashe. Now we rise. One.